Hey, good morning. So I'll explain this, since if I don't, everybody's like, "What's that?" So I had to get a little biopsy done on some weird skin on the end of my nose. One of the joys of getting older is people start cutting parts off you to check to see if it's okay. I was trying to create some dramatic lighting here, so you couldn't see that, but that didn't work either. So I will shut up and get going here. Well, I'm not ever going to shut up, but I'll get going here on what I want to talk about today. And it's resilience. It's that capacity that we all have to get through things and to get past things. And this particular one is about some other stuff we need to do to sort of enhance our physical resiliency as well as our emotional and mental resiliency. But uh, if we take good care of ourselves, everything gets better. So I have to do this strange procedure, which always takes me longer than it should, but it'll work. And then I have to do that. If you watched me before, you know that we're always doing this. Okay, so resilience is the ability to bounce back, uh, to get ourselves feeling good, getting better. So uh, there's a really strong link between emotional and mental wellness. And move this. And how your immune system fights things. So here's 10 tips plus a practice. So and I stuck one of the things, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. I go out and take pictures all the time, which is part of my practice on staying connected to nature and finding beautiful things to look at. Because the more beauty I find, the happier I am, and the more resilience I have. So uh, that's kind of up behind my place. It was a stream, and then it got cold again, so it's a frozen stream. And number one, drink lots of water. Like, everybody's always talking about drink lots of water, but uh, like staying adequately hydrated is critical for fending off viruses. Water oxygenates your brain and body so that they can function at optimal levels. 1 ounce of water for every 2 pounds of body weight. So uh, if you weighed 150 pounds, that's uh, 75 ounces of water a day, which is a decent amount. It keeps you busy drinking water. Uh, that's a deer skull that one of my dogs found up in the pasture up behind my place. And I don't want you to eat deer skulls, but you also don't want to end up like that. So skip or limit alcohol. Like clinicians have long observed an association between excessive alcohol consumption. And if you watched the other day, we went over how much was too much. And adverse immune related health effects such as susceptibility to pneumonia. And this virus that's going around is respiratory related. So, in recent decades, this association has been expanded to a greater likelihood of acute respiratory stress syndromes, sepsis, which is blood poisoning, alcohol liver disease, and certain cancers. So, as much as some people like alcohol, it uh, it might not be the best time to be doing it too much. So that's on a drive back from my friend Terry's, who lives in Strasbourg. It's one of our Saskatchewan beautiful morning skies. And so get lots of sleep. Like sleep is really important, and regular sleep, like going to bed at the same time. Your parents were right when they told you to get quality rest to avoid getting sick. 2015 study found that compared to people who sleep more than 7 hours a night, those who get only 6 hours of sleep or less are 4 times more likely to catch a cold after being exposed to a virus. Chronic sleep deprivation suppresses your immune system. So, get decent rest. It's really important, particularly right now. Those are uh, buffalo berries after the winter. They, uh, I don't know what eats them, but I don't. But they're pretty. So take your vitamins. Vitamins B, C, and D are important, especially if you're eating lots of processed foods. Also, omega-3 and zinc are really good for your immune system. So if you're not generally taking vitamins, that would be a pretty good time to start. And they're easily accessible and they will not hurt you. But taking a good, even a really good quality multivitamin would be helpful. Anything that's going to build up your immune system to make you a little bit stronger is going to be useful. Probiotics also support gut health. And a lot of people don't realize how important gut health is to mental health. Our stomach and intestines produce the nutrients that our brain needs to process things properly. And there's a whole set of serotonin receptors in our gut system. Serotonin is that thing that helps us not be depressed. That was in the spring last year, but we'll get there again this year. So eat colorful. Lots of fruits and vegetables and lots of different colors, oranges, reds, greens, yellows. If you struggle out to the grocery store, or if you're using online grocery shopping, whichever is working for you, vegetables are really helpful and fruits are too. Colorful fruits and vegetables have lots of antioxidants that help fight bacteria and viruses. And when you're eating a lot of different things, eating becomes a little more interesting too. We're always looking at things right now to enhance our lives, particularly when we're shut down a little bit. So check those out and try some new stuff, like maybe even a Brussels sprout. I used to think Brussels sprouts were horrible, and then I found a recipe using Brussels sprouts, bacon, and you know that anything with bacon in it's got to be good. Maple syrup and pecans. Uh, Fry up the Brussels sprouts in butter, of course. Butter is awesome, and a little tiny bit of bacon fat, and then crumble up the bacon, mix it in there, put a little maple syrup on it, a little bit of salt and pepper, and some crunched up pecans. Best Brussels sprout you've ever had. That's a thistle. I don't know if anything eats thistles, but they're pretty to look at. Garlic and mushrooms. I didn't have a garlic or mushroom picture. Actually, I had a mushroom picture, but I couldn't find it. Garlic and mushrooms. Garlic is really good for immune system, and mushrooms actually help detoxify our body. And there's a variety of different kinds of mushrooms. There's also a psychoactive kind. You want to avoid those, but regular mushrooms are okay. And I don't know if I'd cook garlic and mushrooms together, but both of them help boost your immune system. And garlic additionally may help you with your social distancing problems at the moment. And going out for a walk, that's a really neat little old farm that's over by my place. And that's my daughters and grandkids and one of the kids' dogs out for a walk. And like getting outside, get moving is really important. It's something that's absolutely critical to us being okay. And moderate exercise is showing that it strengthens your immune system. It reduces the risk of getting sick. It appears that even a single workout gives the immune system a boost. And so if you can do that every day you are boosting your immune system. But like most things, be careful about trying to do too much. If you overdo yourself, that can even have a negative effect because you're wearing your system out on your ability to fight viruses. So this is Tomiko from Mind's Eye Yoga. And I said that I would introduce a little practice in here. So here's some tips that she sent me to pass on to you about checking your thinking. If I can get this to work. There we go.
not have the ability to control what happens on our exterior, outside. We cannot control the forces of nature. We cannot control what someone else says, what someone else does. We can control, however, how we choose to react. We can allow ourselves to become present in this space and in this time, observing, experiencing, discovering. When we allow ourselves to move too far into the future, we start creating circumstances, conversations, situations. Sometimes this can create anxiety, sometimes this can create fear, and most certainly it's going to create stress. And we're worrying about things that haven't happened yet. Sometimes we do the opposite, where we replay scenarios, conversations, circumstances that have happened in our past. When we do that, we replay these conversations, replay these particular events, throwing in a bunch of what ifs. If only, I should have. When we do this, we're trying to change the outcome of a situation that's already happened. In reality, we can't change the past. Sometimes this can cause depression. Sometimes this can hinder our ability to move forward, to love, to hope, to forgive. From our past, we need to learn. These are all lessons. It allows us to grow, it allows us to develop, it allows us to experience life here in this present moment. When we allow ourselves to be present, we feel, we experience, we enjoy life as a gift. You can observe to what is happening around you and take it all in, recognizing how it makes you feel. Each little moment is something to be grateful for. When you are present in each moment, you allow yourself to be grateful. You allow yourself the blessing, the opportunity to bring it all in, to embrace it. When we are present, we are alive. When we are present, we're able to accept. When we are present, we're able to share, to give. When we are present, we allow ourselves the opportunity to receive. You can practice presence and mindfulness no matter where you are, amongst a large crowd, lots of noise, lots of busyness, or if you're in a space of solitude, peace, quiet. Just bring the attention inward. Become aware of how you feel, of the breath move through the body. Ask yourself, how do I feel right now? If you're noticing tension, bring your awareness to the tension and you release. If you notice that the breath is quick and rapid, you bring your attention to the breath and you slow it down. If you allow yourself to be present, you don't miss anything of beauty. You allow yourself to see everything. Colors are brighter, sounds are more vibrant. It's a wonderful place to be when you're present. Some of the things you can do to allow yourself to be more aware of presence, to mindfulness, is just connecting to your breath and noticing each inhalation as a fuel that fills the body, simply as an inhalation. And as you release and exhale, you recognize the exhale simply as an exhalation. There is no place that you need to be other than right here and right now, this present moment. This is where life is. This is where you will experience and discover more about yourself than anywhere else. And from this space, you allow yourself to continuously move forward, moment by moment. Joyfulness, peacefulness, self-love, being present. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Tamika. I taught Tamika when she was in high school a couple of years ago, uh, maybe more than a couple, but she does a very, very good job of teaching people uh, about their thinking. And That's also something that I'm always trying to do, is check your thinking. So once again, check that. Is what you're thinking true? Is it really true? How are you feeling? You're acting because of how you're thinking. So how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling settled? Are you feeling uh, rattled? Are you feeling worried about something? Bring yourself back into the present, and realize that you can accept what's going on right now, and you're going to be okay. So again, thank you for spending some time with us. I do uh, send photos out every day and a thought for the day. If you would like those, they show up in the Drug Class Facebook page. But if you'd like them in an email, there's a link on my website, the drugclass.ca website, that it's in the update section. It says sign up for thought for the day email, so you get one of those. This actually isn't one of my photos. It's one that a friend of mine sent me, but I particularly liked it. So again, thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. I'm going to stop this. Oh, there I am. And you guys have a good day. Be careful out there. It really is a dangerous world at the moment, and carry on. So thank you.